Hello, Pisces. Thank you so much for being here. So glad you can make it, and I hope you're doing well. Pisces, we're going to take a look at what's going on with your money and finances, or this will apply for whenever you're viewing these messages. Okay? Also, Pisces, if you are interested in donating and would like an accurate palm reading or dream interpretation, that is available. Please take a look for the details on my about page of my channel. There's also information on that in my community page, and there's also a brief short video there too that's posted. If you have any questions or inquiries, don't hesitate to reach out and email me. I'll be happy to hear from you and answer any questions or inquiries you may have around this. So, Pisces, on to your messages. So, Pisces, when I was meditating on your energy, your animal spirit that came through, that's your energy and attitude with your money for the month, is the starfish. So this is water energy. Okay, so that's you. This is you. This is how you're showing up about your money. And what I'm saying here with the starfish here is you're focusing on the beautiful, alluring, and the superficial. Okay? You are focusing on the beautiful, the alluring, and the superficial. Yeah, that's what you're doing. Okay? That's you. So you want to be mindful of that. And maybe you can. This is a time where your money is where you can do that. But if it's not, you might want to rein that in. Okay? So you may be mindful of overspending, right? Or compulsive spending, I want to say. So let's take a look at something positive that's happening. A positive aspect for Pisces. Money and finances. What's the positive aspect for Pisces, please, Spirit? Positive aspect for the Pisces. All Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter sign placement. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Guess what's positive happening for you, Pisces? Message. That's your positive aspect. So you're going to be getting some positive news about money, okay? Positive news. Or you're going to be able to communicate or send a message that is going to allow for some positive news to happen here. But this is about a message coming in, or a message that you send out that is going to create something positive here for you, or be something positive here for you with money. It is a 7, so with a 7, we're talking about the Chariot. So this here, that's like Cancer energy, right? See, some of you could be dealing with the Cancer, but with the 7 here, this is about moving forward, overcoming obstacles. This is about recalibrating, making adjustments. This is about, for some of you, this could be concerning a vehicle, transportation. Good news about that. Or you communicating what good news can happen around that. But also, this is saying that, this is you perhaps being thoughtful and driven, right? Focused on success. This is you having will and fortitude, perhaps. This is you focusing on victory. This is maybe about some precise aim. This may be something you've been aiming for. But that's the positive thing. A message. News, news, news. So be looking for that. Maybe you already are, but it's coming in. Or you might need to be the one that speaks, because I just had trouble saying that. And if you speak, communicate, you will see a positive answer to that. So now let's take a look at the negative aspect. Let's see. What is the negative aspect for Pisces? Money and finances. Okay, this is for all Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter sign placements. Now, maybe there's news about money where this is where, since you are the starfish and all, that you find that you can focus on the beautiful. Okay, you can focus on the superficial. You can focus on, creature comforts and shit. I don't know. Okay. What's the negative aspect for Pisces around money? What's the negative aspect playing out here? Let's take a look. Thank you. Ooh, you got disputation. That's a 5, with the 41 breaking down to a 5. So there could be issues around commitment, or what's established, or what changes, or rules, or systems, or agencies, or institutions, or information. This could be you struggling to get information or get understanding here. But disputation, there could be some sort of argument here. Right? There's challenges around argument. You might have been fighting over something. This is a negative aspect. You could be struggling in your mind. Okay? Now this is that Hierophant energy. And so, or the high priest energy, if you will. So you could be having issues with your belief system or stability or being able to trust something. Okay. Or there may be something you're looking to overturn, and there may be issues with the ability to get that to happen. Or you may be having issues with seeking or finding a higher power, or being able to do things outside of the box or be unorthodox in your approach. There could be challenges because you're being unorthodox. Okay. But there could be issues of integrity too. Okay. Also, there may be issues with guidance, getting guidance here. So let's say more about that. What else can you tell us, Spirit, for Pisces with this negative aspect of disputation? Because there's challenges. There's some sort of dispute or fight. Maybe even competition, right? And maybe there could be issues with camaraderie, right? Let's see. Tell us, please. Thank you. Okay. This is concerning a man. So for some, this is definitely, now this could be you and your masculine energy, but this is concerning a man. Some of you, you're fighting with a man. This is someone that you may be in relationship with, or there may be arguments you're having with this person, or a man that has some, where there could be issues around information. But, we have the Ace of Hearts. So this is about love. This could be around love. New love for some of you, rekindling love maybe. You might be spending money on that, and that could be the problem. There also could be issues with being able to get an opportunity or to create something here with this person. Or, you may not be happy with what this person is giving you, or someone might be changing up on you. With the 28, that's breaking down to a 10. There's some sort of shift, okay? Because that speaks to me about the will. So this could be unexpected. For some of you, this could be destined, fated. There could be someone that you're dealing with where there's issues of a negative change happening for this person. At the bottom is key. I just wanted to take a look. Key. Yeah. So this is speaking to that, about the message, that answer, security, power, solution, a positive outcome. Okay. Something you're working on, and perhaps to do with work, or the details around something. This may be around a contract or being able to get a commitment, or what you're committing to, or coming or changing commitment, or coming out of a commitment, or being able to be your authentic self with this person or around the situation. um, Being able to feel safe about this. Issues of integrity, right? Issues of being able to, it could be just as simple of struggling to get some harmony here, or get communication, or establish something here. And so just know there is some positive news that's going to be coming in here for you. And it could be about this, or just something else altogether. But there is a positive message coming in. Okay? Or, by you speaking, perhaps by you speaking, you are able to create a positive end to this, or positively address this, or by you getting that communication. But a message is certainly key. So let's see for you, Pisces. What are the external factors? And what is the influences that will be happening with your money and finances? Okay? You may be focusing on wanting attainment, or taking stock of things, or you wanting to bring closure to something. Let's see. Pisces. There could be trouble with trying to change something, or trouble with a change, right? It also could be just, something just is uneventful, and you need something to happen, or you want to, you waiting to see what's going to happen, and you might be tired of waiting, Pisces. So let's take a look. But there's definitely, for some of you, somebody's giving you a run for your money. So let's see. Somebody could be changing up on you too. At the bottom, thank you, Spirit. Ooh, you got the Five of Cups overall, and the Five of Pentacles. Wow. So you got some negative feelings around this. They also could be you dealing with loss, or crying over spilled milk. Because there's a negative change here, or you may feel like someone doesn't care, or you're not getting the support, or you don't know how to recover, or you're not getting the help that you need, or you're not able to find the help. But the fives are saying you're experiencing some challenging circumstances around money, and challenging feelings. There could be issues with creativity. This could be a family member. But again, there is like love around this too. So there could be something just at the heart of the matter, or, there's issues with creativity, or just, there's definitely issues with somebody here. The Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles is asking you to focus on how you can recover and salvage this. Turn away from the negative feelings and crying over spilled milk, and focusing on what's lost, and start focusing on how to recover, how to redeem, how to salvage. Also, with the Five of Pentacles here, you might be on the outs with somebody, or somebody is on the outs with you. Your money could be taking some sort of negative hit, because due to a connection, a relationship, a partnership, a contract. Yeah. But you're not happy. You're not happy with this. Okay? This could be something you've been working hard on, or that you want to work on. Wow. Okay. What's up with these energies? These are energies that seem to be coming out in the readings. So, communication and thinking and thoughts. These energies have been coming out a lot. So you have the world, Pisces. Okay. So with the world here, this is perhaps you taking stock. Immediately though, I'm seeing here with your spread is that with the world here, she seems to be side-eyeing the tower. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. The woman in the world seems to be side-eyeing the tower. So, for some of you, you're dealing with a Scorpio. Or Scorpio is involved. There seems to be closure. This is talking about completion, closure, and attainment, right? There's a focus here on that. But it looks like you're side-eyeing this tower. Okay? So this tower is some sort of shakeup, but there is a faulty financial foundation here. This could be matters around home or property. This could be you gaining a realization. There's some sort of shakeup or adversity here. Okay? Something may be collapsing with the tower. Something shocking could be happening here. Something could be surprising you here. I mean, with the Five of Cups here, you're not happy. So this might be devastating to you. Something may be coming to a close, and that's going to be shocking to you, or there's going to be some sort of adversity or some sort of unexpected change, or something drastic is happening here. Perhaps you might be trying to see how to make drastic changes, but I mean, with the tower next to the Ten of Swords, this looks like you taking a hit. Okay? With the world, this could be because you're being, very worldly, not really taking stock with prioritizing and focusing on, utilizing your money by prioritizing things. For some of you, that's what could be happening here. You do have the Ten of Swords, though. And the Ten of Swords here is saying that this is you experiencing some sort of financial ruin, right? Something's toppling over. Things are toppling over. For some of you, this could be you experiencing someone backstabbing you or betraying you. We do see that there's a dispute, arguments, okay? There's a tearing down of something. Okay. She has a phone in her hand. Again, there's that communication. That speaking of that communication, that message, right? You may be needing dire communication here. Now we do see the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords seems to be rushing in on that Ten of Swords. So this is, you focusing, this may be you, or you could be dealing with someone in the Knight of Swords energy that's looking to have focused action, force, and intent. Okay? The question is, if this is you, are you being mindful of the consequences of your actions, of your plans, right? Because remember, you're the starfish, so you could be, you're focusing on the beautiful, the alluring, right? Okay, and your feelings. You think this is superficial, you might be being superficial here, or, experiencing someone being superficial with you. This is something quick, right? Maybe you're looking to see what you can cut out. But certainly there seems to be some focus and intent to bring an end to something difficult, or that's causing you mental anguish, or that's causing some sort of ruin around money, right? Ten of Swords is saying, like, this is like the worst is happening. But I do feel like because the Knight of Swords is coming towards the 10 of Swords, I feel like this is that news that's coming in, that message that's coming in, that's going to shift the tide here. Okay, that good news that's coming in where you're going to be able to perhaps resurrect, avoid ruin. But I see you seeing this being cut down with the Knight of Swords heading towards this 10 of Swords. And so with you being that starfish, I also feel like this is you being very alluring in your ability to recover. Okay, about seeing how you're going to recover and change things and get help. This feels like help or news about help coming in. Okay, because something is here. This is tough energy right here. But, you're definitely going to be going through something here. All right, definitely going to be going through something. For some of you, I feel like you're taking stock and you're able to see or gain a realization before this hits that something needs to drastically change and quick before it topples over or you experience ruin. And so there's quick action here to assert with forceful intent to engage this before it goes down or keep it from happening or turn this around. But there's news coming in, and I think that's this news, this Knight of Swords. Okay, maybe there's challenges with this man or an institution or an agency or with work, and there's a dispute, challenges with that dispute, but something about this changes. This may be some help, but some good news is coming in around this. So hold on. Okay? Charge. There's some drama. So, let's see a message from Spirit for you. What's the message for you about all of this? What's the message for Pisces? So just know that whatever is causing you mental anguish or you're in dire need of some news. Because you got that phone on hand, even as when you're at your wit's end. I think a new dawn is going to happen. Okay, that message is going to come in. To bring it into this for you. Okay, or there's a need for you to communicate, so you can bring it into this. So let's see what the message is from Spirit for you, Pisces, about your money. Ooh. This could be around see that? Avoid the obstacle. Whatever this is, you will come into awareness with this if you take stock with the world. Remember I said that she looks to be looking like she's peeping that tower, like seeing some bullshit about to happen or that's going to come in on this. And so this is about you trying to figure out how to bring it to an end. Or you might be having problems with getting there, but Spirit is telling you to avoid the obstacle. Okay? Take action. You might need to say something. This might be about you needing to communicate so that you can get some help and support here. Okay? This might be you needing to not be stubborn. You could be dealing with someone stubborn, right? Okay? There's issues with the funds. So let's take a look at what some additional guidance that can happen here for you from Spirit about all of this, Pisces. So this looks like you get an epiphany or realization. Hopefully you do it in time because you're clearly going to be upset. But I feel like there's a need for you to, not stay in that energy and turn around and see how you can turn this around and salvage this. Because if you spend too much time here, it's going to really get fucked up. or collapse and topple over. Some of you, it's going to be some ruin, right? It's going to be devastating. It's going to be harsh, okay? It might just be too many problems, and it's just going to be ruined for, you know, a small portion of you, right? But still, some good news is going to come in that's going to be able to cut this away, right? And allow you to focus on making drastic changes. But just something about this seems like there's more of an ability, or there's a need to be focused more on intervention. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Yep, you're going to have to do the work. It's not enough to dream or pray. Remember I said this is that beauty, alluring energy of the starfish, where you're focused on the superficial. Like, it'll just work itself out. Not this time. You're going to have to do the work. It's not enough to dream or pray. You've also got to take the positive action steps that you are being divinely guided to take. Consistently working on your priorities will make them flourish like a lush flower garden. So again, this is, for some of you, this is about prioritizing. Okay, maybe you might need to prioritize somebody else, but prioritizing needs to happen here. There's a need to focus on what's important, what's needed, and not to be superficial, not to just be, you know, aloof or alluring, and, you know, just, oh, it's gonna be okay. I mean, that's great, but, you know, it's not going to be great without you. So you got to change this, or you're going to experience loss. Or while, if you're in, you know, there's this energy of loss, right? Just know it's not going to fix itself. That's my point. That's the fucking point here. It's not going to fix itself. So avoid the obstacle. Get your head out of the clouds. Okay, do the work. Be focused. Okay. Don't overspend or emotional spending, right? Be creative. Focus on attainment and goals and completing the things that you need to complete so you can avoid difficulties here, all right? But some of you, this is about needing to keep a promise, or maybe needing to change the terms in what is established or instituted. There could be difficulties in that, but there may be a need for you to just communicate. Okay? Speak your truth. Okay? Message. So these are your messages, Pisces. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye now.